Pop star Primates, claps for days and Angelina Jolie playing a Scarlet Woman, joined Daily Mirror columnist Jessica Bolton for just saying, her witty, wry, whimsical rundown of the wacky showbiz week. A cheery Monday. It's been a blockbuster week for movies as film festivals in Venice, Telluride and Toronto have treated us to premiere after premiere, including Robbie Williams' biopic Better Man, more of that to follow, Brad Pitt and George Clooney's Wolves, yes, it's annoyingly spelt that way, and, of course, the much-anticipated sequel, Joker, Folie à deux, featuring Joaquin Phoenix, Lady Gaga, and a deliciously quirky, macabre musical plot. The big takeaway from the festivals, however, was this: size does matter. For the internet, and, in turn, the industry, has become absolutely obsessed with length. The length of your standing ovation, that is. So without further ado, here's Venice's official top 5 clap countdown. In at 5. Maria, Angelina Jolie's Oscar-buzzy Maria Callas biopic with 8 minutes of rapturous applause, equals 3. Daniel Craig's Queer and Joker 2, 11 minutes each, 2. The Brutalist with Adrian Brody, cheered on by his girlfriend, the former Mrs. Harvey Weinstein, 13 minutes, and taking the inaugural top spot with the clap of the festival. 1. Tilda Swinton's Euthanasia romp The Room Next Door, 17 minutes. Yes, 17 minutes of solid, slightly socially awkward, continual clapping. Clearly, Dove's a shoe-in to be next year's festival sponsor. Free emergency hand lotion in the gift bags? A new must. Audiences are now hoping every new film's a dud, just to save themselves the palm-ache. Which brings me back to Wolves. For, imagine the shame, the absolute shame, when Brad and George got, gulp. Dash a 4-minute standing ovation? Any other time that would be outstanding. In Venice, well, it's half the time Brad's acrimonious ex-Angie managed. Ouch. So it's practically a slap in the face and a spit on the floor. Perhaps movie PRs should rethink the optics of this new obsession. A-listers getting themselves the clap after pleasing a bunch of strangers? That's the sort of thing that used to be frowned upon. Take Trouble Tuesday. Someone didn't learn to shake it off. Yes, the reps for Taylor Swift's squeeze Travis Kelce called in the lawyers on Tuesday after a bizarre social media story purporting to reveal the couple's alleged love contract. The document laid out a full media strategy, complete with plan statement, for the couple's future split on September 28, and immediately went viral, sparking suggestions Ty-Ty's great love story was really, gasp, a showman's. But don't panic. Kelce's reps have confirmed the document is a fake, and it's believed the whole thing was created by AI, which got me thinking. Could a computer create a better split strategy for some other infamous couples? Spoiler alert, yes. Katie Price/Peter Andre and Molly May/Tommy Fury would have had much smoother breakups if only they'd embraced artificial intelligence. It's not like one of them isn't already au fait with other kinds of artificial enhancement. So could we soon be seeing Terminators working as crisis PRs? There's a chance. Although blasting an ex while yelling "Hasta la vista, baby" may not de-escalate a situation. Strictly Defense, sorry, on Fence Wednesday Strictly's back, sort of. This year's contestants gathered to film the launch show in Elstree on Wednesday as it tried to move on from the ongoing Giovanni Pernice and Graziano De Prima scandal. Craig Revel Horwood was rather a little more loose-lipped on the situation, only just though. To summarize his position, He'd been whacked with a cane when he trained as a teen and it, didn't do him any harm. He did, however, add, but that was back in those days, before backing the addition of the new training room chaperones. "It's always good to have another pair of eyes," he said. "Well done, Craig, I'd say that was a solid 7 for your tap dancing round the question." Too much Thursday. There's a reason why I don't usually listen to breakfast radio. It puts me off my cornflakes. Okay, it's triple choke granola. And on Thursday, Amanda Holden and Ashley Roberts on Heart certainly made me glad I'd switched from dairy to soya. For both Amanda and Ashley confessed to having drunk breast milk, and in Ashley's case it wasn't even hers, but a friend's, which gives a whole new perspective to asking to borrow a splash. "It was a little sweet," Ashlyn moaned. "How apt. The whole thing left a bad taste in my mouth too." Not so mad fare at Friday. Oasis's ticket drama has been rumbling on and on and on, with politicians seemingly focused more on two lads from Manchester singing Wonderwall than the dodgy cladding on 4,000-odd buildings around the country. On Friday, Liam Gallagher poured gas on the whole dynamic pricing row, which saw tickets jump up in price from £148 to a supernova £355, joking that even his mum Peggy hadn't been able to get a ticket. Asked on X why they were charging so much, Liam told a fan, "Shut up." When another brave fan dared ask if he has any spare tickets, Liam scoffed, "St loads, but they're really expensive, £100,000 kneeling only." It may be a joke, but if Liam still remembered his working class roots, had realised the country's already on its knees. It has been since the blur of the pandemic. Between the cost of living crisis, race riots and the Tories' callous stain on public services, it's less Cruel Britannia, more Cruel Britannia right now. The Gallaghers getting the band back together was a national mood booster, a UK-wide feel-good moment, a dollop of nostalgia and, for want of a better word, an oasis from the bleak day-to-day of broke Britain post-Covid. But instead of getting that pick-me-up, many have been simply floored. Is it really too long ago for the Gallaghers to remember the struggle of living paycheck to paycheck? Or has Liam just entered his uncool Britannia era? Of course, not everyone is calling the Gallaghers shameless. Longtime frenemy Robbie Williams went as far as to claim the reunion gigs would help heal the country. He followed up with this rather odd compliment: Liam Gallagher reading his phone on the toilet would be more charismatic and intriguing than 99.9% of the world's population at their most enigmatic. I can safely say there has only been one time in my life when I ever wanted to see Oasis have a number 2. 1995. The year of the Great Blur v Oasis battle of country house versus roll with it. A chart race that bought many a music exec a mansion. Just bananas. Speaking of Robbie Williams, I promised to return to Better Man, and the man they eventually found to play him in the biopic. A star known only as Mr. CGI Ape. Yes, apparently director Michael Gracie, the brains behind The Greatest Showman and Elton John biopic Rocket Man, decided to avoid a casting crisis and draw on an early quote from Robbie calling himself a performing monkey. Hence Better Man will chart Robbie from a young ape to a full-grown cheeky monkey snorting coke with Oasis, arguing with Gary Barlow, dancing in his pants and bagging himself a series of hopefully less hairy pop star girlfriends. It's not an obvious vision, but apparently the simian apes, Robbie's mannerisms to a T. Images are under embargo, so you'll just have to imagine. Think Caesar from Planet of the Apes, in Robbie's rock DJ Tiger Underpants. And while it's unclear if any of the film's other stars are due a makeover, I do think I've found the perfect guy to play Liam Gallagher. What showbiz snafu, scandal or story has caught your eye this week? Let me know in the comments or message me on all your favorite social media via @JessicaBolton.